Welcome to part 4 of our Rushing Rose playthrough the Shadows of Rose DLC for Resident Evil Village. We've just gotten Rose through the dollhouse, won the game of hide and seek with all the little dolls.
Upstairs? I'll take a look.
Ethan has pulled us out and brought us to our home, the home as it was before the events of the village started. Rose was last here when she was 6 months old. This was a picture of her when she was 6 months old. There are a whole bunch of objects, 10 objects in total, that Rose can interact with in this house and hear memories of Ethan as he's thinking about Rose. This key is going to open a drawer where she can read a letter that Ethan wrote to her on her 6-month birthday, her half birthday. It's a very touching letter, and it triggers Evaline. Evaline then yanks her down violently back into the home that we had just escaped. There's a conversation between the two sisters, if you will, here that happened in the cutscene. Evaline basically tells her that she doesn't have the purifying crystal, but she's going to kill Rose anyway. Evaline's very upset that Mia and Ethan love Rose as their daughter and never seemed to love Evaline that same way. Of course, Evaline wasn't their daughter, but you know.
Seriously, what is your problem?
Rose doesn't really know who Evaline is, understand exactly what's going on. I was a little ahead there, and so I got confused that the thing hadn't melted yet, and so I couldn't go through it, so I almost turned the wrong way. On hardcore, you have to fight these little dolls that are going to appear. On casual, you can actually wade through this puddle of goo and just bat these guys out of the way. I have to do it twice, but you could have fought them, you could have knocked them back, and that's probably a better way. I don't know. I had always just waded through it. I didn't realize there's a path all the way around the room, but you would have to fight them 3 times. You'd have to have 3 balls on your little root icon down the bottom right corner. With only one, I would have had to have eaten the silver leaf that I found. On hardcore, there are Mia dolls, Mia mannequins coming up here, and you can't just stand here like this. But on casual, they don't. I don't think they're even there.
Michael! Good, you made it out.
After this little run, you're going to have basically the second boss fight of the game. You're going to fight with Evaline. Ethan's going to give you a lot of...
Evaline? That little girl?
A lot of guidance during the battle. Rose doesn't know that... she's still calling the spirit Michael, her guardian angel, but it's, you know, it's obviously her father, Ethan. She'll figure that out as the battle winds down with Evaline, and Ethan basically saves her yet again. The battle with Evaline is not nearly as challenging as the battle was with the Executioner. It's so dark, I had a hard time. You pretty much just want to duck and hide whenever there's a blue light. So you want to just hide and have something between you and Evaline when that's happening. As long as you keep something between you and her, she's fine.
I have been such a good girl!
Just like in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, when she explodes like that, that drains her for a second, makes her vulnerable. Now really here you need to just be watching for the blue light, get down again.
Guys, we were supposed to be a family!
Stay down until she does that kind of meltdown in 3 bursts.
We're stupid old Rose!
There, and then now she's paused, or stunned, drained.
Die here!
The only real danger is that if you can't get your character to duck, then that can be painful, especially if it knocks you too far into the goo. I really dislike it when games use the right joystick, the push down to make you duck. I struggle with it a lot. Once you've hit her enough times,
Go away!
she's going to start going up the stairs. She starts at the bottom, then she goes to the top. You're still in the same game. Still just wait for her to... Wait for that 3 pops. You probably don't have time to get both of these. In fact, I'll show you that you don't have time.
You're worthless!
Mostly because you get them out, but you can't get out of the thing. So you could have gotten them and then dug down behind the dresser or something. But really just get one at a time. Take your time with it. I'm rushing, worried about time. So now, the interesting thing here is you're going to see that when Ethan really helps her out here at the end, I stood up at a bad time. When Ethan helps her out here at the end, wait for it, there it is, okay, now stand up. She gets all 5 of her glowing dots, and they're golden instead of silver like they normally are. That's the influence of Ethan, giving her a boost. Evaline survives that, and she's still upset by it, and she's about to hurt Rose, and Ethan pushes her through the front door of the building, which causes her to fall back down through, and now she's in the bottom stratum, the final stratum. As far as we know, this is the bottom stratum where Miranda lives, and where Miranda controls pretty much everything above it and below it. And this is also where the purifying crystal is, so she's finally going to get there. They never explain what those blobs in the sky are, those big balls. My personal theory is that those are connections to other little areas where, since everybody that has died or been influenced by the Megamycete has their memories are here, their presence is here somewhere. My theory is that those balls up there represent little globes of spheres where something else might have control other than Miranda, or which represent connections to the real world. It's unclear. They never explain it. So
even stronger than before.
Her power seems a lot stronger now. I've never been able to walk by this doll or this Rose clone. I always have to shoot her. Maybe if you let her a little farther, you not have to shoot her. But just takes a couple of bullets. These you can get around. Your goal is to get to the extra large core there. You need to pause these Rose duplicates, Rose clones, to have time to get through this.
I need to find that crystal.
I might have stood there just longer than I needed to, but sometimes it takes a while for that. The core goes away and it slowly drags out the rest of the goo with it. And sometimes it takes a while for the goo to go away, so just being cautious. Just like with Chris in the main game, you come upon Miranda's laboratory here. There are several documents that would describe a lot of what is going on. The creation of the masked Duke, the efforts to get Rose here. The clones aren't really working. They don't really have the power, and they don't really have the connections with the Megamycete that would be needed to bring Miranda's daughter Eva, not Evaline, but Eva, out of the Megamycete and make her real again, which is Miranda's whole goal. You can see that since we're also getting the fight through the pain challenge in this, that I've picked up healing potions, and they're clogging up my inventory, and I, for the life of me, could not remember and just couldn't make myself read the instructions on how to rotate them. So I think I left some shotgun shells back there, which is kind of a shame because shotgun shells are what you are going to need as you're fighting with Miranda. And I'm forever opening my inventory, dragging stuff over in there, and then hitting the wrong key, hitting X or B to get out instead of A to get out, and then the trade didn't happen, if you will. So wasted several precious seconds there with the inventory open. It was really kind of silly, but I wanted those shotgun shells. I still think I left some of them behind. Shouldn't have been picking up the healing potion since I was doing the fight through the pain challenge.
It's through here.
But we still make it. We make both of them, so we're okay. Up ahead is going to be the crystal. That, of course, is going to trigger Miranda to come and say, I couldn't have done this without you here. I need you here to willingly give up your powers.
Rose, hurry!
Ethan shows up and says, leave my daughter alone.
Not from me.
And by this point, right at the beginning of this segment, Rose has figured out that Michael has been her father, Ethan, all along. And now she's very excited to see him, but, there's some imminent danger here. Rose just proves that she can't run even for a teenager. She can't keep up with Dad.
Thanks. Why'd you let me call you?
There are pieces and parts in here that you can skip, and some that you can't skip. And that cutscene probably ran a little bit long. I'm not sure.
And I'm sorry I left you alone, but I had to find a way out. And I did. It's just ahead. Rose!
Can't skip that. See, she was putting her hand up there to block, but she wasn't able to hold it there.
Away from my family! Rose.
Ethan shoots her with a shotgun, and so you can see that the shotgun can actually hurt her. That's a hint as to what you're supposed to do out here in this battle. I'm trying to skip and I hit the photo.
You think your powers will allow you to stand against me in the heart
You have this
of
new
my
power,
domain.
this dodge. And so suddenly the B button with the joystick will
On my throwing them
move
away?
out of the way.
I think they just might.
Here I come.
I won't let you do this.
The goal here is to block her with that power that calls out the Megamycete, the ropes of mold, and then shoot her while she's stunned.
What would be the point?
It takes three balls on your icon there to be able to call the rope of mold. You can see there that you can now catch the glowing balls that Miranda wants to throw at you. You need to use that time to make sure that your shotgun is reloaded. You saw the first time I had, or the second time I had her pause, that I hadn't reloaded my shotgun. So you want to keep that shotgun loaded.
Offer yourself unto me.
You can also I was a little late there.
Let's see this power.
Not sure exactly when it misses, but it's a distance thing or a movement thing.
How about this?
Wasted my energy there, but all these bunches of silver leaf that we've saved up give us plenty of power.
Let's see you dodge this.
Makes for a great strategy for the speed run.
What is this?
To not have to wait for her to fill you back up.
It took so much to lure you, but you're incredible. Well,
there are a couple of different approaches you can take here. You can, if you're watching real close, you can see her jump from spot to spot in the ground. And doing so, you can actually catch her in here. My general strategy is to just dodge around in a circle until she finally gives up on this mode.
you will fall. I cultivated this world within the Megamycete to resonate with spirit.
You want to use the right soul leaf at the time. Like, there was no reason to use a full heal when two more balls would have given me enough to hurt her.
You are the only one who can bring her back.
You can only make this battle so short. She has to get this whole speech out. So.
I will see this through. Do you still not see? There is no happy ending.
I tried to use it here, but you can't affect her when she's in that state. I don't think, or at least I've never been able to. So just dodge the black goo. It hurts, so you really do need to dodge it. You can't just walk through it most of the time. Got lucky there, but not lucky there. Once you start getting hit, it's hard to get back out of sequence with it. So.
You just won't.
That was kind of silly. I knew she was too far away. One strategy I've had in this is you don't need all the balls, and it's hard to catch all three of them. So you can see I'm pushing that fight through the pain thing again. Got the red in the corners. I was really getting kind of nervous about that red here because once you're red, she can end it quickly if you're not careful.
I shall finish this.
Once you hear her say that, you know it's all done. You've won. So it's gonna be okay. So it's gonna start the cutscene.
There's no victory.
I don't think there's any blocking or catching any of that. There's just being beat by it, and I was so worried. I almost used a health potion, but I didn't. You're going to touch Ethan's crawling towards you. You're going to touch his hand. You're going to touch your father's hand, and he's going to give you the glowing orange balls, the golden balls that you got the last time you were fighting with Evaline. And that,
So much power.
you notice they didn't even go away when she called big ropes then. And
I'm not a
that's
goddamn
pretty much
peasant.
going to end it.
Not some
You have to
stupid
go through the
cock
last of the
Rose.
speech that she's going to give you and hear her call out to her daughter. But that's going to do it for our Rushing Rose playthrough. Just cutscenes to skip through, and you'll see our achievements at the end. I don't think I go into the menu to where you can see the challenges that were completed, though. One hour, 15 minutes, and 41 seconds. Thanks for watching.